And now with so much going on in the world of sports, from football to tennis and athletics, so much, we have Udoka Njoku joining us to share with us what the latest news stories are in sports. Good morning, Udoka.
Good morning, Osarge. Good morning, Olive. Hope you had a good night rest.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we did.
I'm glad Osarge didn't answer that because he was actually for.
Because you're certain he was probably crying. Because of.
No, I mean, Man U's games today, later today. You know,
yeah.
Tomorrow we'll be able to figure out, you know, if we're drinking Man U tears.
We might not even get to talk about the game because I don't think it's necessary. We'll just talk about more African stories. But of course, let's start off with the world of tennis as fifth seed on Jabeur battled past Elizabeth Mandlik in straight sets, 7-5, 6-3, to reach the third round of the 2022 US Open. The Tunisian star started slowly and twice had to recover from a breakdown in the opening set. She battled back with 3 breaks of her own, including the crucial final game. And the second set was far more straightforward affair, with Jabeur showing her class to seal her place in the next round. Jabeur, who has lost in the third round for the last 3 years in a row, will next face the first seed Shelby Rogers after she beat Victoria Kuzmova 7-5, 6-1. And to Serena Williams now, she showed she has no intention of ending her singles career without a fight after beating second seed Anett Kontaveit on another remarkable night at the US Open. Williams, ranked 605 and turning 41 next month, won 7-6, 2-6, 6-2 to stun the Estonian in New York. The American recently announced her intention to retire after her home major and is now into the third round. Williams will play Australia's Ayla Tomljanovic next on Friday. And let's go straight to the Egypt Premier League now as Giants Al Ahly have sacked Portuguese manager Ricardo Soares just 2 months into the job. The 47-year-old was appointed in June to keep alive hopes of winning the Egypt Premier League title, only to see rivals Zamalek claim a second consecutive crown. The Cairo-based club eventually finished third, and this marked the first time Al Ahly missed out on the top 2 in 30 years. Soares had signed a 2-year deal when he replaced former coach Pitso Mosimane, having led the Portuguese top-flight club Gil Vicente to 5th place in the 2021-2022 season. Mosimane had led the team to 2 African Champions League titles, but lost out in this season's final to Wydad Casablanca. The 58-year-old also secured 2 consecutive third-place finishes at the Club World Cup, including the 2021 edition played in February. Now, Ricardo Soares was brought in to save Al Ahly's season, but performances did not improve. And for Soares, also, he lost the Egyptian Cup final against Zamalek, losing that game 2-1. And as a result, rumors started to emerge about Soares' potential departure, and they only grew stronger. Despite all of that, Soares insisted on Tuesday that he would be staying and that he would prepare for next season. Even though Al Ahly finished third in the table, the Cairo club still secured the chance to play for the Egypt in the Africa Champions League in 2022-2023, as the Egyptian Football Association confirmed that continental competitors when the Red Devils were in the top 2. And to Morocco we head as World Cup-bound Morocco have appointed Walid Regragui as the new national team coach. The 46-year-old, who played for Toulouse and Racing Santander, takes charge following the departure of Vahid Halilhodzic earlier this month. Now, for the former coach Halilhodzic, he had led the side to the quarterfinals of this year's Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon and then secured World Cup qualification in March following a 5-2 aggregate win over DR Congo. Morocco will face 2018 runners-up Croatia, Belgium, and Canada in Group F at the World Cup finals in Qatar. The Atlas Lions will take on Chile and Paraguay in friendly matches in Spain next month as part of their preparations for the tournament to happen in Qatar. Let's go straight to the COSAFA Women's Championship now as hosts South Africa and Mozambique claimed victories on the opening day of the 2022 Women's Championship on Wednesday, which marked the beginning of 12 days of action in Nelson Mandela Bay. South Africa edged Angola 2-0 in their Group A opener as their youthful squad got off to a positive start as they seek to retain the title they lost to East African guest Tanzania in 2021. In the other game, it was Mozambique who walloped Mauritius 5-0 to go top of Group A. Now the action will continue on Thursday as the opening matches in Group B gets underway. Zambia will no doubt be the favorites in this group as they take on Namibia in their quest for the elusive title. And Lesotho will battle with Eswatini in the other game. That's talking about the Group B fixture. And for Banda, she is back with the national team for Zambia, and she'll get to feature for Zambia later today. All right, let's go straight to the English Premier League, looking at the results of matches played yesterday and what to expect today. Arsenal got off on a good note yesterday, making it 5 from 5 matches, beating Aston Villa by 2-1. Bournemouth and Wolverhampton Wanderers played out a goalless draw. Manchester City with Erling Haaland scoring yet again another hat-trick. He scored 3 goals in this one as Man City defeated Nottingham Forest 6-0. West Ham United and Tottenham Hotspur shared the spoils. It was 1-1, and Liverpool had to come from a goal down to beat Newcastle United 2-1. And the goal scored by Newcastle was scored by the new boy, Alexander Isak. And today, of course, Manchester United will be going away from home to the Foxes as they take on Leicester City. In the Serie A, games were played yesterday. Udinese defeated Fiorentina 1-0, and it was 2-0 for Juventus. That game ended as they defeated Spezia. And Napoli and Lecce played out to 1-0 draw, and Lazio and Sampdoria played out to 1-0 draw, as Verona also played out to 1-0 draw away from home with Empoli. Going over to the Ligue 1 results now, Paris Saint-Germain were in action, and of course, for Lionel Messi, who was in fine form, as they got a major one over their opponent. For Marseille, they defeated Clermont-Foot a 0-0. Nice defeated Lille by 2-1. Lens went on to defeat Lorient by 5-2, and Monaco lost at home to Troyes by 4-2. And the other results now, still talking about the French Ligue 1, PSG ran away with 3-0 over Toulouse as Rennes defeated Brest by 3-1. Wrapping up with the German Cup now, Bayern Munich were in action yesterday, and of course that game ended 5-0 for the away team as they defeated Victoria Cologne by in that German DFB Cup. So they've moved on to the next round, and we look forward to who their next opponent will be. And that's a wrap from me. From the world of sports, over to you, Olive and Osarage. Big win for Serena Williams, and we keep looking forward to her winning more games. As she says, this just might be her last tournament playing tennis.
Yeah, I'd like to see her go out with a huge win, but regardless, she's the icon, that she is, and
she's the GOAT.
Yeah, absolutely. So she really, at this point, doesn't really have to prove anything to anyone. Yes. It would just make a better story somehow, some way, a more interesting story to see her win this particular, cup and then retire.
I mean, like you said, she really doesn't have anything to prove. Serena is. Everyone calls her the GOAT, the greatest of all time. And it's just, I think she's had a successful career, just been able to inspire people to want to do more with their own lives. People who have never come in contact with her and may never come in contact with her all around the world. She's inspired young girls, men and women. Yeah. So she deserves all her accolades and her flowers, and I'm glad that she's getting them.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. I look forward to her game tomorrow on Friday and expect her to get to the 4th round of the US Open.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot to Doka for these sports stories. Of course, we'll be here again tomorrow to talk about Manchester United's victory over Leicester City.
I like that.
4 goals, to 0.
We'll see how that goes.
I'll say 3-1.
We'll see how that goes.
I'll say 3-1.
Okay. All right.
Fingers crossed. Tomorrow we'll find out.